If you touch a woman inappropriately without her consent, if you upload intimate images of an ex-girlfriend or any other woman, if you video record a woman showering, you must face serious consequences in law. And you shouldn't be able to come to court and say, you have a bright future, you will go far, and so on. You can go far, but first serve the sentence. And when it comes to sentencing of adult offenders who commit sexual and hurt offenses, our position is that the sentences must reflect that such acts are deeply offensive to our fundamental values. Outrage or modesty is not merely an offense that a man commits because he is tempted by the way a lady dresses. Voyeurism is not merely a thoughtless act that a young student commits in a moment of folly. These and other similar offenses, whether committed against a female or male victim, should be dealt with seriously. These actions must be seen as an affront to our fundamental values. There can in general be no excuses for these offenses. Mitigation pleas based on the offender's educational qualifications or academic potential should not carry much weight. For such offenses, principles of proportionate punishment and deterrence should generally take precedence over rehabilitation. So when it comes to sentencing, what should our philosophy be? There are 4 principles that are often referred to. First, prevention. Where an offender poses a threat to public safety, the sentence should prevent the offender from causing further harm. 2, deterrence. The sentence should deter the offender as well as others from similar behavior in future. 3, rehabilitation. The sentence should, where and to the degree appropriate, seek to encourage the reformation of the offender. And 4, proportionate punishment. The sentence should punish the offender according to his blameworthiness and seriousness of crime. I will set out 3 steps that we are going to take now. First, increase in penalties for 3 sexual offenses. First, outrage or modesty under Section 354(1) of the Penal Code. From 2016 to 2020, on average, we had 1,190 cases of OM reported each year, which is about 24% higher than the previous period of 2011 to 2015. We want egregious cases to be dealt with more severely. We will increase the maximum imprisonment term from 2 years to 3 years. Second, where sexual activity in the presence of a minor takes place or sexual images are shown to a minor between the ages of 14 and 16, and if you compare that with exploitative sexual activity in the presence of a minor or showing a sexual image of minor who is between the ages of 16 to 18 years, these 2 offenses are similar in nature to offenses involving sexual communications with minors. We will therefore correlate the penalties, increase the maximum sentence from 1 year to 2 years imprisonment. The third step we will take is to publish a guide on sentencing in Singapore. To better educate the public about the sentencing process, MHA and MINLAW have worked with AGC and Law Society, and we have prepared a guide on sentencing in Singapore. This guide explains sentencing process in our courts, addresses important questions of public interest like what are the objectives of sentencing, what are the common types of sentences imposed by the courts, what factors do the courts take into account during sentencing, how do the courts decide what sentences to impose. Beyond these penalties, the criminal justice system also reflects the values of our society. Such acts must be seen as penalizing a gross violation of fundamental values in Singapore. The usual mitigating factors will have less force when viewed through this prism. The starting point should be the conduct should never have happened. No excuses. Offenders should expect to face the full force of the law. Society needs to play its part as well to unequivocally repudiate sexual and hurt offenses as violations of fundamental values. Collectively, with the right laws and policies, And more importantly, with the right societal mindset in place, we can move towards being a society that fully lives up to our values. Thank you, sir.